Good morning, everybody. Today is November 29th, 2021. Welcome to Buddhism 430, Buddhist Meditation Traditions. I guess today is the last day of the lectures. Next week will be the final. That is on December 6th is the final. So I hope everyone is doing great. And today's lecture is on, as our schedule, the revival of insight meditation. By now, you know, insight meditation is Vipassana in the earliest Buddhist text recognized as Vipassana. Remember, we were talking about two types of meditation methods. One is called Samatha, the other one is called Vipassana. But today we are talking about the new innovative method developed in the last, let's say, about 150 years, 200 years. During that time, that Vipassana meditation became so popular, they reinvented certain things and introduced. So that's called Vipassana Movement or insight meditation. Very popular right now. It started in Burma, actually. Myanmar. In Myanmar, a person called Ledi Sayadaw, Ledi Sayadaw. Even though the name is Lady, he is not lady, the man. Ledi Sayadaw, he introduced this new method called Vipassana meditation, and he popularized the Vipassana system into the lay people, lay society. Otherwise, usually the monks were practicing at temples, meditating at temples. But this guy, Ledi Sayadaw, what he did was he brought meditation from inside the temple to the outside. And he made it popularized among the lay people. And lay people were really interested in that thing, and it became so popular in Burma and then in South Asia, like Thailand, Sri Lanka, and all those countries. This new method. In the earlier sutras, we were talking about the Vipassana, but this new method was little, it is a offshoot from the original Buddhism. Same thing, but they reintroduced new methods of practicing. And then it became popular and it went into other countries, and a lot of other teachers joined, students joined with him, and then they became teachers, and everywhere now it is popular, like insight meditation or Vipassana meditation. Even in the West, a very popular name with related with this movement is Goenka. Maybe you have heard. Goenka is an Indian follower of Ledi Sayadaw, Mahasi Sayadaw, and that tradition. And he made a lot of centers all over the world, not just in India. In India, Igatpuri is one of the famous places. And apart from that, all over the world, you will be really surprised to see in South Africa, in South America, Argentina, Brazil, Mexico, in United States, in many places. And in the West, like England and Germany and all those places, the Goenka centers, usually they call Goenka centers. Goenka is the teacher. He made this Vipassana meditation popular, and lay people flocked together to practice. He organized like 3-day retreats, 7-day retreats, 14-day retreats, 30-day retreats, like that. People donated money, and with that money, they established retreat centers where you can go and register and go there and practice. Everything is provided free. Only thing is you have to make, if you would like, then you can make a donation. So donation-based tradition, still active everywhere, very active. It's called Goenka Insight Meditation System, Vipassana Meditation System. It became so popular. And also in the West, actually, after 1950s, 60s, a lot of Americans went to Myanmar and also Thailand, and they studied under these teachers, practiced meditation under these teachers, and they came back. We are talking about United States. They came back to United States and introduced the Insight meditation system into Western world. Right now, as of today, there are many teachers, Americans. They are teaching and practicing Insight meditation. One of the famous names among many is Jack Cornfield. Jack Cornfield. He has a retreat center in called Spirit Rock in California, in a little bit northern California. Spirit Rock meditation center. And before that, he I think it's in early 80s, along with two other teachers, Goldstein, Jack Cornfield, and another lady. They started the bar center of Insight Meditation in Massachusetts. Very popular place, active even today. Many students go practice there, and many other teachers like even Thanissaro, a very famous monk, American monk, and many other, even Ajahn Brahm in Australia is a monk, and he actually studied in Thailand new methods. So all of these people can be recognized as Vipassana movement, categorized as Vipassana movement. Vipassana movement, new Vipassana movement was started in Burma. So Lady Sayadaw, Mahasi Sayadaw was very famous. Mahasi Sayadaw and like teachers like them. And in Sri Lanka also in 1930s, 40s, they started it and became very popular after 1950s. In Thailand also the same thing. And there are some little differences in these teachers. Basically what they say is Vipassana is the door to enlightenment. You have to practice Vipassana. You have to practice insight meditation in order to get into the first jhana, first absorptions, and then you are secured. Before they invented this system, usually insight meditation was sort of dead. It is dead. Nobody was paying attention to it. As time passes, things change. So nobody was paying attention to it. But in Myanmar, in Burma, Lady Sayadaw and other teachers reinvented they recognized the value of the insight meditation and made it popular in the world. So this movement, the Vipassana movement, is based on Satipatthana Sutta. Satipatthana Sutta means in the earliest strata of Buddhism, you find a kind of manual of Buddhism. You can call it a manual. Satipatthana means the establishment of mindfulness. Based on that sutra, the techniques in that sutra, these teachers, they popularized those things. And then there was another very famous manual of meditation written in Sri Lanka by a monk called Buddhaghosa in the 5th century CE. That text is even today very popular. It's called Visuddhi Magga. Visuddhi Magga, or Path of Purification. Based on these texts, Satipatthana Sutta and the Visuddhi Magga, all these teachers were, coming along with new techniques, new methods of insight meditation. And also another very popular, even today, that is the most popular, I would say, most popular practice of meditation right now is mindfulness meditation. So you have to learn these things now. One is called insight meditation. The other one is called mindfulness meditation. They are like, you cannot box them into different boxes, but there are similarities. Mindfulness is a good word, Mindfulness, you can do practice meditation in any of your daily activities. Only thing you got to do is to pay attention to what you are doing right now. So you have to live right here, right now, living in the present. Pay attention, be mindful of what is happening within you and around you. That is a very easy way of practicing meditation. These are the very new ideas in meditation traditions. So that movement, along with the Vipassana movement, this mindfulness practice became so popular in the West, in America, and in many other places. Nowadays, there are many teachers, very famous teachers in here. They teach mindfulness practices, mindfulness meditation. So these are the new innovative methods developed by new teachers. For instance, in America, if you want to have mindfulness, if you want to learn mindfulness meditation, there are hundreds of places, hundreds of lecturers. Even in they apply mindfulness in psychology, in medicine, medical field, and in management, all those areas. In some places, they do meditation in their workplace. While doing their work, mindfully they pay attention to what they do. That is a meditation. It's very interesting. When you drink tea, for instance, when you drink tea, you can do meditation. When you eat an apple, eat an orange, you can do meditation. Only thing you got to do is, usually what we do is when we drink tea, we are not drinking tea. We are thinking about something else. Either something happened to you yesterday or some days ago, or you are planning ahead. You are planning for the future. Early morning when you take when you drink tea, Maybe you are planning your day. You are not drinking tea. You are mechanically doing it. Autopiloting. It's called autopiloting. You do not live in the present moment, but you live either in the past or in the future. Just think about what you do. So mindfulness practice emphasizes that past is gone. We cannot do anything about it. Past is past. Future, we do not know. It is not there yet. We do not know. Only moment that is available to us is present, right now. Let us live in this present. Let us live in this present moment. Very beautiful idea. So mindfulness practice emphasizes that kind of idea, and it is very popular. American people welcomed it, and they use that method into many different areas, many different professions. So there are many professionals now practicing these things in their day-to-day life. In their busy life, they practice meditation in the new way. So that is why in our class, these Buddhist meditation traditions, I like to talk about this thing. This is, you are in the new world. So you should be aware of what is happening with regards to meditation practices in the world. That's why I introduced this thing. So be attentive to mindfulness meditation and also insight meditation or Vipassana movement. These two are really, really popular right now in the world. People don't look at Buddhism as a chanting religion, rituals. It's not a religion for them. It is a practice where you can have peace and serenity, clarity by practicing this mindfulness or Vipassana. That is how they use it. In Vipassana, of course, if you go deep into it, what they are doing is they are recognizing the reality of life. Reality of life is it's changing. There is no essence in it, and life is dissatisfaction. No matter how you live, no matter how powerful you are, life is a dissatisfaction. So when you come to that understanding, you change yourself and you are ready to face the reality. Otherwise, you are not ready to face the reality. You live in a fantasy that everything will be happy in the future and I'm so and so, like that. But if you get the real insight into your nature, then life is changed, life is easier, life is less complex, less problematic, less suffering. That is the goal of practicing these things. So the revival of Vipassana or insight started in Myanmar, Burma, and now after let's say about 75 years later, now it has become so popular in the West, maybe more popular than in Myanmar. Myanmar introduced this system, but now it is popular in the West. The culture, cultural things, it blows. It's like the wind. Wind does not have any boundary. Just like that, culture does not have any boundary. It moves. It goes into some other places, some other, let's say, countries. Otherwise, how come South Africa, like the African countries, even African countries now, they are embracing these systems. West, of course, West already they have embraced these Vipassana and mindfulness practices and gaining ground in here. And in some schools also now they have these practices in the West. Little kids, little children, they learn mindfulness meditation. They learn, not in school yet, Vipassana. They don't use these big, difficult words. They use the simple words, for the newcomers to be, they feel comfortable with. Otherwise, if you use the Vipassana, Samatha, those are outdated words. So in the West, it's very interesting. They invented new methods. So pay attention to this thing. You can do little research on this thing, Vipassana movement or mindfulness meditation. These are the two things that you have to pay attention to: mindfulness meditation and Vipassana movement, insight meditation practice. That will be it for today. And as usual, if you have any question, please let me know. And you will get the homework assignment for today. So next week will be the final. Get ready for the final. We will discuss a little bit about it next week, and then we will have the final. So happy week. Enjoy. Thank you very much.